Alright guys, welcome to the video. I will be talking about how I blew up my account, what led to the blow up, and also how to protect yourself from the same kind of scenario or faith. So stay tuned, I'll break down everything, how everything led up. Alright guys, so the first thing I want to say is thank you for watching the video, and also if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, and if you have any feedback, please leave a comment. So let's go back to the video. So I opened my first trading account back in 2016. I was brand new, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I first started with E-Trade account. Like the amount was like $1,000. So I just opened that account. So the first month it was interesting, I was learning from everybody. I was learning from all the gurus that we know of, like Tim Sykes and Ross and everything. I was just watching the videos daily and really trying to understand what trading is and like what is the right strategy for me, and I'm just trying to discover myself as a trader. So I basically started with penny stocks. So the first month, 2016, so I was trading very small. That was actually the good thing that I did, was I was trading very small sizes. So the first trade I took was a loss. Of course, it's a loss. And second trade there was a loss because I don't know what the hell is going on. Also, the mistake that I made was not paper trading, but I paper traded like a little bit for a while, like 1 month or like 2 months. I paper traded, but I just decided to just go give it a try. So I just jumped in. So the first trade I took a loss. Second trade I took a loss. Third trade I took a loss. First of all, it was a PDT account, so plus it was a cash account, so I wasn't able to short. So I was just trading with cash at that time, so I was just taking loss after loss. I kind of knew, the only rule that I knew was like cut losses quickly, which is like the most important thing to actually know. So I was cutting my losses quick, but I was still losing, and after I had my first winning trade like after like 2 weeks of like trading, which is crazy, right? So I actually got that one green day of the week that week. And then the fourth week I got another winning trade, and then a loss, winning trade. So like at the beginning it wasn't that bad. And then plus I wanted to, after I had my first win, I wanted to increase my size because my account was like small. And also it was if you increase your size at that time, it was going to be the broker that I was using, they offer like free commissions. So I wanted to use the free commissions also, because the commissions was kind of like expensive at that time. It was like $10, which is like crazy. So I just decided to just put more money in so they can just give you free commissions, so I was like, okay, cool. For like the first like 60 trades they give you like free commissions. So I was like, okay, cool, that's awesome. So I'm gonna do that. So that's why this kind of like jumped up. Like the profit, I made $100, $30, lost $4, which is good. So I started to get comfortable, like kind of understand what I was doing. I was also just trading right at the open, just buying right at the open when it was like super volatile and things like that. So it was kind of very risky. So I started in February 2016, and then March. Let's look at March. So I made a huge profit trading. The ticker was, let's look at it. It was FCX. So yeah, I took that trade and I made a huge profit off of it, and I became cocky, like what everybody does, became super confident. You started to think that you understood things and things like that. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I took I was risking like $50 loss, so, and then I took another loss second day, third day, I was paper trading, so it was just, not paper trading, I was real money, but I was using small size, you know, like I was risking $50 to make like 150 or above that, you know, so it was all good. And then this happened. $289 loss and $190 loss, one trade. So that was crazy. So, and then I decided to take a step back, you know. So I was like, okay, you know what? The thing that I'm doing is not working. You know, I need to literally change it. So the next week I took a break and I stopped trading. And I came back and I took another loss. And then my profit was like very small. And then very small profit. You know, so I was like, oh man, that sucks. And then I came back, then I took another loss and another loss. So it was suck. March was like the suckiest month I had, but that wasn't the case though. And then let's go to the next month, which was April. So in April, I decided to, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna focus on only one strategy, and I'm only gonna trade one strategy. So that was when I kind of made, and I kind of understood what like trading with probabilities and the odds are. You know, I read like a psychology book, and then I kind of understood, okay, you know what, it's just a probability. All I got to do is just risk a small amount to make that amount, and I'm only going to trade one strategy. So that is, I learned one strategy from Ross, which was like the pre-market highs, which is the gap and go strategy. I'm only going to trade that strategy. That's it. I'm only gonna raise $50, you know, to make whatever amount. So in April I did that, and then I lost. Okay, the first trade I lost. Okay, whatever, I don't care. I'm gonna do that. I'm only gonna trade one strategy for like 60 trades or like 50 trades or whatever. That was my strategy. So, and then the second trade, I made a lot of money. I made like almost like $400. And the third trade I also made money. And the other days, if there was the criteria that I was looking for was not there, I was not trading. So that was the beauty of understanding and finding like your niche and understanding like what you need to trade. Just one strategy, focus on one strategy. So the third week, I made money, and I only cut losses quickly, and then I basically managed it. And then the fourth week, nothing happened because none of the criteria of the stocks that were at that time did not fit. So it fit. I traded it and I took a loss very quick. Also the fifth week, nothing, took loss. So this was actually awesome because this month I actually became profitable. You know, I kind of understood what I was doing. I narrowed everything down. I'm only going to do one trade. I'm not going to overtrade. And also the PDT rule was there, so it protected me from doing stupid things. So I kind of understood, okay, I'm not going to jump in and risk my trades because I only have 3 trades available for the next consecutive days, you know. So let's move on to the next month. The next month I decided to open, because I became profitable, I decided to split up the broker, you know. I opened another account with, at that time was Trade King, but now they don't have it. They don't have trade. They got bought with another company. They're also offering free trades. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna take it from this broker. I'm gonna go to the other broker. I'm gonna split the account half, so I'll get 6 trades. I'll be able to trade 6 times a week. 6 times within the 5 consecutive days. So that was a great thing. I'm only gonna focus on the same strategy that I was doing. And then the first day, now I wasn't just bounded by the PDT, so I just traded every single day basically. So I traded the first day, not a lot, it was just $6. Second trade, okay. Third, okay. It was this week. It was alright. You know, it was actually, my losses were bigger than my profit, so it was a red week. So that was pretty bad. I wasn't managing the trade properly. And then the second week, a disaster, right? I took a huge loss over here, 341. So that was pretty bad. And then on the fourth week, I was, you know, like the risk reward was not proportional, you know. So this should never have happened. This should never happen, you know. Like My loss was supposed to be 50 bucks to make like 150 or above that, you know? So my profits were very low, but my losses were big, like 3 times my risk level, and this is like a lot. So this should have been a red flag because I over traded. I took a loss on the first trade, and I decided to go back and trade again. So that was pretty bad. And then the third, this one was a manageable. This was manageable. I kind of understood. Okay, you know what? This is manageable. I took only 50 bucks, $20 loss over here. So this was a good trade. And then this day came, the third week, take a profit. Awesome, fantastic. This bad. I was still just trying to. I was trading super bad. Like I had the trades that I had in my bag, so I was like, okay, I'm just going in and trading. And then this day came. I took 3 trades, made it like almost 500 bucks. It's like the most I've ever made. It's pretty cool. But I made like 100 bucks one time though. So this was huge. So that was great. But still, the risk 50 was my risk level, but I'm losing a lot. So that was bad. I should have stopped here, you know. So I was making 250. So I was profitable like very well in this month, even though I was taking huge losses. It was well during May. So now let's move on to June. On to June, it was the same kind of story again. You know, my losses was like kind of proportional. You know, my win is 170, I lose 200 bucks. I make 90, like 180 bucks, 50 bucks. This was a good week. It was manageable. This was a bad week because look at the losses. It was like 135, 179. That was bad. This was a good day because I was risking 50 bucks. So these two were bad. Plus is 2. So I kind of over traded at that day because I usually take one trade even with a PDT. This week was awesome, fantastic, you know, because 50, 250, awesome. Like 58, okay, it's alright. 49, so it's manageable. It was like a 50 bucks. I was risking like with 50 range. So this week, 98, bad. It was good. This is like the profit was like, you know what, I'll take it. This, see that 279, that was bad. You know, I was still making huge mistakes. You know, I was still making mistakes of not following the risk to reward, and my losses were actually bigger than my gains. You know, and then let's move to August, which is the biggest mistake I've made. Okay, we're in June, right? Okay, June. Now let's move to July. Okay, then July came back. In July, okay, July was a great month because you see my losses. I learned a lot, right? I improved a lot. Look at my losses, like 10 bucks, 34, 39, 43, 36, 14. This was the only bad trade because it was 103. Supposed to be $50 or less. So that was bad. But look at the profit though. The profits were good. 253, 133, 100 bucks. You know, like $100, 130, 12, whatever. Still a profit. So this one I was like, yes. I was managing my risk very well. So I was like, yes, you know, and I think I can step up my trading 1.1 level up because I was managing my trades and I was profitable and I was trading 5 times. I had the option to trade like 6 times a week per 5 consecutive days. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm ready. Let me take it to the next level. So let's move on. Let's move on and open a what? A no PDT account where you can just trade, go in and out, in and out, in and out. So I decided to do that, and then this reality just hit. You know, that means I really did not manage my emotions and I don't understand how to just cut trading out and just stop trading, because now I have the power to just go in and out of stocks. You know, if it was a loss, I could just straight jump back in and try to make the money back very quickly. So that was the huge bad thing in my trading. That's why I currently just trade like I only take like one trades, and I only focus with one strategy, only one strategy, one trade, because I knew that I can make money with that, you know. But if I decide to just jump in and out, it's a disaster. As you can see over here, the first time I opened that account, okay, I made money. That's awesome, you know. It's awesome, you know. And then look at that, like one trade I took 100, and then look at that, 6 trades. I want you to focus on the times that I traded. I traded like 6 times, man. That is nuts. I usually trade 6 times in a week max. And then the other time, okay, the second week I traded 2 times. I made my, okay, cool, 2 times. Look at this, 13 times. This is like a disaster. Like, I'm gonna show you how that what it looks like. A disaster, man. Going in and out, going in and out. That's what happens when you actually have a no PDT account. You can just jump in and out, just buying 200 shares, just like buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling the same stock. You see that? It's nuts. That was nuts. So it happens a lot. So you gotta be really careful, you know. Just because there's no PDT, that means you're at risk. You have a lot of power, you know, to just buy and sell, buy and sell. With the PDT, you're limited. You know, you're limited to the amounts you can take, the amount of risk that you can take. Every time you place a trade, you're taking a risk. So every time you press a button, you're taking a risk. When you're trying to click a button, you're taking a risk. So that's pretty bad. PDT is awesome, and I really, really like PDT rule. So that happened. I was like, oh man, that sucks. Second day out, I said I'm only gonna trade 1 trade at a time. Okay, cool. I'm gonna take 1 trade, but still a big loss. Sucks. And the other week, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna change my strategy. I'm not gonna trade that a lot, but still, you know, I was still emotional, and I had the power, you know. Like, oh no, I'm just gonna trade in and out, in and out, in and out. And then this 2 weeks, even though I was trading a lot, still the profits are like minimum, you know. But in the past, you can see when I was only taking 1 trade, I was making like $400 and all that kind of stuff with only 1 trade, you know. But here with 5 trades, only like $32, $61. And then look at that, 4 trades, $350. That's nuts. Like, look at this, 11 trades, 488. That is when I was like, okay, you know what? I need to stop. You know, I need to cut it down and stop, because now I know that I cannot really kind of manage my emotions. Understand that if I lose kind of a small percent of my risk, I just want to get it back. Get it back. So that's how I cut. Now I only trade one trade at a time. I cut it, only trade one time on one strategy. That is how it goes. And I also was trying different strategies, and that's what happened. You know, when you're trying to do different things at once, plus you have the ability to trade, you know, that is like a formula for a disaster, you know. That's funny. Okay, and then September came, and then I was like, okay, I kind of improved on it, because I was only focusing on 1 trade, 1 strategy, I mean, but still, you know, I was over trading like 7 trades. You look at 5 trades, like that did not get 6 trades. So that was not good for me in my kind of rules, because my rule was, okay, now I'm only going to focus 1 strategy, and I'm going to do that. So that was bad. So that was pretty bad. So I stopped. I literally just like stopped trading, because I kind of understood I need to cut it back. I'm not gonna do it. And then in October, I only took 1 trade, just like $50. So I was like, and then I stopped, you know. And then 2017, that was like $30, $50. It's still not that much, but still I was trading a lot. So the overall thing I want to say is, let me go to, where do you go to get the breakdown? See, largest gain was like 300, largest loss is 279. That's like 1 to 1. So I kind of, while I looked at the statistics and the strategies that I was trading, I was like, okay, I need to stop, I need to cut it, and then I'm only going to focus on 1 strategy at that time, at that point, and I'm going to do that. let me see the overall performance. Forgot how this thing worked. Yeah, 3 months. Okay, so this is what the overall thing is. Let's go to 2017 or 20. Okay, yeah. So this is all. So this explains it perfectly, you know. So you got this one, I made $70, and then the second time, oh, I opened an account and then I took a loss. You know, I took a pretty huge loss, and then I kind of like regrouped and kind of understood what I was doing wrong, and I started managing it day by day, and then I was like, it became good, and then it became good over here, and then okay, that can happen, and then this became good, and then I was like, okay, you know what? I'm a beginner. I became profitable. You know, within like 1, 2, 3. Was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Within 6 months, you know, I made money on it. So why don't I just take the next step? You know, which is open a non-PDT account. That will make logical sense, right? But I didn't understand that it came with a lot of baggage, you know, a lot of power, which is like you can just overtrade. You can just go in and out, in and out, in and out a lot. So I did that, and I took a huge loss, you know. So this is where the blow up happened, like blow up happened, you know. And then I was like, I withdrew the money out completely from that account, and I took it to a PDT account, and then I traded, you know, and I just stopped like after that, you know. I got busy with work and all of that. 2017 came. Now I'm kind of like, I kind of understood, like, from my behavior and my understanding, like, hey, you know what, if I just can focus on one strategy and I take one trade at a time, I can make money. Because in the past I've actually did it. So that is from my performance. So I'm gonna make another video about my current statistics of how I'm doing right now, and also the takeaway from this video needs to be, in order to not blow up, you should track your trades. I understand this, you know, understand like, okay, what is your performance? What stock you need? What strategy do you understand? What strategy is like that you can perfectly execute with the proper risk reward, you know? If you understand that, you can take it to just trade it, that strategy with it for like 6 months or like for 1 year with a PDT account. And then once you master it, when that strategy made you money, then you can start to focus on taking it to another to the PDT, no PDT account. So after you do that, then you'll test it out if you mastered your emotions, which is basically dealing with the power of just like trading a lot, over trading, you know. So you gotta really be careful with that. The first thing I recommend is just track your trades and understand what is your greatest strength, what is your weaknesses, because I track my trades since I can understand what is going on. I have like a data right now, you know. I have like a data of what my strength is, what my weakness is, and I can go back and understand for the past like year, okay, what did I do good, what did I do bad, can I improve? And the good thing is for me, when I focus on only one strategy and when I focus on one thing, I performed very well with it. So that was good. So for you, it might be different, but it might be different from different people. So just really understand that. But you don't have to like have a lot of green days to even make money, you know. Like this month I made money, you know, because I made money on this, even though on this day, like this is like probably the best month that I really like, because I managed my risk and I only have like 2 green days, but I made money on, which is nuts, right? So which is like 33% like win rate, but I made money on it, you know. Like even like in this month, I think August was pretty bad. So that's all I gotta say to protect yourself. Track your trades, analyze it, what's good or bad. Don't jump into a no PDT rule account. Second thing, the third thing is just track your trades and understand it. and try not to pay a lot of commissions, because I did all this because I was not paying commissions, so it was for free. I did all this for free without paying any broker commissions, you know. So that was actually the good thing that I did. And yeah, that's it, you know. So if you guys learn anything, comment below, and I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to this channel and like the video. And don't let it be like me, man. Don't. But this is like, this will happen eventually to every trader. You will actually deplete, you will go down, and then you will understand, okay, you know what, this is the stuff that I need to improve and understand. And then you'll continue to really understand it completely. So, well, this is a long video. I hope you really enjoyed the video. I hope you understood something. I hope you took away something from it. And have a great day.